Hi, I'm Italia Oliver, and this week I'm sharing with you an audio recording of a channeling I did a while ago because I want to introduce you to another member of Spirit Song. They're a collective of angels, ascended masters, spirit guides, multidimensional light beings, and star beings. His name is Lightkeeper, and he's a mantis being. You may have heard of the praying mantis race. I felt compelled to share this with you because a couple weeks ago, right after a session with a client, out of nowhere, there was this praying mantis that appeared on my front door. I've never seen one that close before. And it waited there like it wanted to get my attention or something. I felt like it wanted me to share this recording with all of you. And I want to share with you how actually Lightkeeper first came to me. I began to see different alien faces. Then I heard the words silver rainbow in my mind. And then Lightkeeper's face appeared. Now, I didn't know his name was Lightkeeper at the moment, but his face appeared, sending his energetic signature first. And Archangel Haniel, my main guide, she said that it was okay to speak to him. So I felt then it was okay because she said it was okay. So Lightkeeper said that he liked to talk about, the environment, myths, legends, and the whole concept of creation. He said it was around long before, he was around long before the creation of humans. He's very wise and ancient, just like the redwoods that we have on our planet that have stood for thousands of years, overlooking everything. And he said it was the essence of man and the essence of woman that were created first. I ended up Googling the words silver rainbow. There wasn't much on it except actually a song that was titled Silver Rainbow, made by the band Genesis, that Phil Collins band from the 80s. I like that group. But anyway, Genesis is the first book in the Bible, too, about our creation. So I thought that was really fitting. So now let's get to the channeling. You're going to hear my husband interviewing me as Archangel Haniel is speaking through me. Then in the middle of it, she says there's an entity that would like to speak, that would like to come through me. And this is where Lightkeeper appears and shares his messages, and he answers like a bunch of different questions about his origins, abductions, alternate dimensions, and a variety of other topics. So I really hope you enjoy meeting Lightkeeper, and I'll be back with you after the recording. There is another entity here who would like to speak, and he is here. And he is Mantis, as you say in your world.
We'd love to meet him.
I am, as she says, and I am here now.
What is your name?
Where I am from, we do not use names.
Where are you from?
It is a name that is difficult to pronounce. The closest that we can get is Kohanise.
And where are you from?
We are from an alternate dimension from your dimension.
Can you tell us about yourself?
What is it that you wish to know?
What is your intention?
It is love and to say hello to her, this instrument that is now speaking. She was frightened of us before, but now has opened up more to allow this communication. And she is not scared as she was before. And we are here to deliver messages to those who need to hear them.
And what is your message to Italia?
That I am a friend, that I come in peace, that I come from love and light, and that we are beings from beyond your galaxies in another dimension, that we live or exist.
And what beings do you interact with in your dimension?
We interact with other mantis, praying mantis-looking beings, but we are not literally mantises, although we look like that to you in your world. But that is not which we are. We are really spirit and light, but it is just one aspect of our being that we can appear that way to individuals on your planet.
And what is your goal to help those of us on this planet? What do you want to communicate to us?
Our goal is peace, for others to know that we exist and that we come in peace, that we come in love, and that we come in the way that we wish to see your world and other worlds, because all worlds affect our world. And so when we can bring a higher vibration of love to your planet, then that is wonderful. But we wanted to introduce ourselves to this instrument, this channel, so that the more beings she is becoming comfortable and familiar with.
How can we use your message to help those of us on this in this dimension?
Our message is of peace, of coexistence, of not being scared of the other, which is plaguing your planet right now, this fear of the other. And so we come to show the universality, the camaraderie of all beings that coexist in all dimensions throughout your time and space continuum.
What other beings do you appear to?
We appear to many beings. We appear to humans on your planet, for those who will not fear us. We appear to others, other like the El Shigans that she has spoken to, and to angels. We appear to all beings.
Do you have a home planet?
I tried to pronounce that before, but we don't use names.
In what galaxy do you emanate from?
We emanate from a different dimension. Not this dimension, not this galaxy. It is of a different dimension.
What is the dimension you're from like? What is it? Is it in the physical or is it in the not physical?
Our dimension is non-physical. Although we can appear physical, as I am to her, to show her me as this entity. But I am telling her that the sixth dimension is more of where our frequency is at.
And you appear to be like a praying mantis, as we would know in human form.
Yes,
Are you tall?
yes.
And you have um, appendages like a praying mantis insect.
Yes, that is what we look like.
And do you subsist on light energy?
Yes, we subsist on light and thought.
And your goal is to help us express more love across this
Love
plane?
and peace of coexistence, yes. The more people that know the different beings of different galaxies, the more they come to understand and learn, the less fear there is. So, the more that they know, the more that they are less afraid.
Do you appear to a lot of other humans at this point in time, or just select ones that can hear you?
We appear to some, to those who will have us in a sense, to those that are not scared by our appearance, such as she was afraid of us. But we appear to those who have an open and curious mind, who will who will embrace us more with open arms than others who will run away in fright. And so we appear in that way, for we are on this frequency of love and peace, and our vibration too is high, so that not all people will be able to have access to us in that way.
Do you ever appear to humans in any kind of abduction scenario with the Greys?
I have before. I do not do this now, but I have before.
Can you tell us what that experience is like?
Not with the Greys, though. We do not work with the Greys. We, I am with. We have done things though on your planet before, but in the way of appearances, but not with the Greys. We will appear in our own way. We do not work with them, as you use the word work.
So when you appear to humans, you just do this on your own, not in conjunction with any other beings.
Correct.
Do you know of any other beings that are trying to interact with humans in a negative way?
We do not associate with those who have the negative quality. There are those that exist, yes.
Like the
Like
reptilians?
yes, like the reptilians. There are those that exist, but we do not entertain those beings. We are again of a different frequency and light, and so our energy doesn't even could not even tolerate being around that type of energy. So it does not exist in our world. However, we have appeared to your earth beings before to again promote peace and love.
Are you familiar with the Andromedans
Yes,
and the Andromedan Council?
yes, there is a council that exists for the good of all galaxies and dimensions.
Are you represented on that council?
I personally am not, but our race of being is, yes.
So those in the council they're familiar with your race.
They are familiar with our race.
How many other dimensions exist?
There are actually an infinite number of dimensions. Your human mind cannot comprehend the vastness of the totality of the universe. It is beyond your comprehension at this time, although you have tried to put numbers on them, and so that is how you understand them in your linear sequencing, although that is not how it really works. It is a continuum of vibration, yes, but my race, we do not put labels as you do or others do on things. So it is beyond your comprehension at this time. So there are not so many levels. That is a construct of your mind.
What are your interactions like with the angels on the angelic realm?
The angels exist in their own vibration, their frequency, which is also of love and light, and they are also entities of beings that are of love and light. There have been those you've called the fallen angels that have come to your earth, and which is true, but for those who live in the vibration of love and light of the source creator, they are they that is their vibration.
Now, as a mantis being, how would we take your communication to us and use it to help other humans? We know you want to bring love and light, but is there a practice that your specific race would be able to pass on to us that we could use to help our fellow human?
Ours is more about beauty in nature and your ecology and your relationship harmony with the earth. We are very concerned about your elemental status. It is your Earth Mother that is in need of dire help at this time. Your animals, your water, your plants. These all need much attention, for your Mother Earth is dying at this time in many ways. And it is, we are more interested in the ecology, the ecosystems of your planet, and your ideas with recycling and such is very important. For if you continue to destroy the planet by your commercial capitalism, things like that, that help you to destroy it. And so if people can coexist more with nature, then it would be beneficial.
Do you believe this planet is overpopulated?
Yes, it is.
And are there ways that we can change that?
If more people were to take responsibility for their actions, then yes, there could be as such. But part of the problem also, you can have people populate your planet, but it is the way in which that they live on the planet and use the planet's resources that create the trouble. So it really is a matter of your whole system of economy and infrastructure that is a problematic. And so you are using things like coal and etc. to as your resources, but if you will use more of the powers of free enterprise, then that would be beneficial to your planet.
We totally understand and wish we could do more to change that here.
Yes, there are those who are trying on your planet to bring about free energy, but they keep continually to get squashed by big companies and such who want to keep those people down, and not to allow these new inventions to become to fruition. And so it is a sad thing on your planet that there are things that are coming along in that realm, but because of money and greed, that these things are not being brought to the light or to the masses.
Yes, we do agree with that, and we just would love to learn more from you about how you think we can change that in the future.
There are ways, there are some of your scientists and inventors working on free energy ways, water power, things at this time. But for now, you are still running on gas, and you are still running on those things instead of free energy. So I would suggest that just you be mindful in your own home first. If everyone could do that, that would help.
We understand. Thank you. Is there any other messages you have for us at this point in time?
Just that I want to reiterate that I am here in peace, and I come in peace, and I am grateful for this communication, that this instrument is open to me coming and sharing, and that we are a race that, although by looks scary, but is not. And we will try our best in future communications to share more of our knowledge with you at this time. It is best to just reserve it for understanding that it is the ecology of the planet, your ecosystems, that are important to us.
Is there a name we should call you, like Mantis Bean, or what do you prefer to be referred to as if we hear from you again?
I don't really prefer names. We don't need one. Although, if you would like to call me one, you could call me Lightkeeper.
Thank you, Lightkeeper. We will do that, and we hope to hear from you again in the future.
Yes, I will be back in whenever I am called on, but I will appear as needed in the future for those who need to hear our message. I'm back and so happy you got to meet Lightkeeper. Isn't it amazing how this interdimensional being is talking about the environment and our planet? And we have these terrible wildfires going on in Australia that's killing countless numbers of species, affecting the entire beautiful ecosystem of that continent, and not to mention its effect on the whole world. So let's send our collective healing energy to that area. And we know that the mantis beings are deeply affected by the changes on our planet because remember, what affects one affects all. If you have any questions for Lightkeeper, please comment down below. Be sure to check out my other channeling videos on my channeling playlist. You've heard me with Morine, the Andromedan, Jack, the El Shigon from Orion, Dun Hotway, the feline from the Hyades and Pleiades, and of course, Archangel Haniel. And you'll be hearing from others soon. So please be sure to hit the bell notification to be notified of the latest videos. And if you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and share. Till next time, namaste.